Yeah, hi, Paul at paularch.com. Out and about, dogs, muck, mud, plenty around here in Gloucestershire at the moment. And I was reading an article yesterday about this European Union vote that we've got coming up in this country. I don't know if you know about it. If you're not from the UK, you probably don't. We're voting whether to stay in the EU or not. And they're rustling up the camps who are in or out, you know, and it's classic motivation, and I call this towards and away from. You see, this comes from NLP, and people are either motivated towards a goal or they're motivated away from pain. It's towards or away from. And you need to figure out what your customer or your salesperson, whatever it is you're trying to motivate, is either towards or away from. And it can be context dependent, of course it can. So let me explain how the European camps are doing it. Now, the towards camp are calling themselves a better Britain in Europe, and they're looking at towards a better Britain, more prosperity, more success. Whereas the away from camp, we've even got a domain name called, I think it's Exit EU or something, but they're talking about leaving the EU and getting away from the pain and the issues and the problems that we've got with all the aspects of trying to appease the Europeans. They're talking about getting away from bureaucracy. They're talking about getting away from the pain that Europe gives us. I think it's the phrase is called exit.eu, which is all about away from, isn't it? So the point there is work out what your customer is. Are they away from motivated or are they towards motivated? And when you're presenting your ideas, your solutions, your advice, whatever it is you give, then you need to pitch it in that way. My son, for example, I'm trying to persuade him at the moment to buy a car. He's away from, big time away from motivator. And I'm using the phrases, look, Lewis, if you buy a car, then you'll prevent yourself from being late for work. If you buy a car, then you'll prevent yourself from not being able to get to work easily. If you buy a car, then you'll have the convenience, of course, of knowing that you can get into work. So I'm looking at the away from motivations, away from the pain. If you buy a car, Lewis, you won't have to catch the bus anymore. And catching the bus is horrible, isn't it? If you buy a car, Lewis, then you'll not need to beg and borrow lifts from us because that causes you pain and discomfort. Towards or away from, classic stuff, isn't it? I'm not sure who I'm going to vote for, actually. I think I'm going to vote for staying in the EU. I think we are going to be stronger together, and I think that's the way. I seriously think we should get the vote over and done with pretty quickly, because I think this affects the economy much more. It's the uncertainty, isn't it? Paul at paularch.com. Bye.